Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Sydney. Today has been a weird day. I just got back. I just went to the post office, which I almost forgot to do, which is crazy because I go to the post office pretty much every day, and I was driving around with my packages in my car that I almost forgot to mail, which would have been bad because some of them are eBay packages and they have to be scanned tonight. So yeah, so that happened. Also, I have been thinking that today is Friday pretty much all day long, but today is actually Wednesday. Today it's Wednesday, August 7th. It's like 6:30 at night, so I feel like I have just gotten my day started and it is 6:30. I spent my morning answering emails from a lot of you guys about my training courses that I'm doing. A lot of you wanting to join the social media training. Yes, you can still join. I'm still trying to get several people added to the group. So if you have joined and you have not been added to the group, definitely email me. Put my email address down in the description box. If you would like to join, you can also email me. I'm also putting links down below for you to join. But I've posted the first video. I've held off on posting the second one to where I can get a lot of people added into the group, because there's still several that need to access the group and get the videos, the private group. Also next week I am going to start doing, if you're in my POSHBOSS mentor program, I'm starting a training series on Q4 because it is well into August now and we are starting to get into a busier shopping season. I know a lot of you experienced the slowdown during the summer. So this is the time of year to make good money, honestly. People save up for Christmas shopping all year. They've saved their money and now they're ready to spend it. So, you know, you need to be really on your toes. You need to know what you're doing. And I'm going to be posting a series of training videos on Q4 in my POSHBOSS mentor group to kind of help you maximize your profits on Poshmark during Q4, because this is the time to sell. I'm telling you, I worked in retail. I started working in retail when I was 17, and I worked in high school all through college. I have about 10 years of retail experience, and I've worked several actual brick and mortar Black Fridays. You know, online retail is not that different from regular retail, and I've worked everything from running a mom and pop boutique by myself to visual merchandising for J. Crew. So I'm gonna do a series of training videos on Q4 and how you can really make good money during Q4, and also how you can prepare for the next slowdown that is actually going to be happening in January. We just went through this slowdown during the summer. Some of you may still be going through it. I know it sucks, but you can prepare for it and you can be ready for it, especially if this is something that you are doing full time. You have to be prepared for these times of the year when people are not shopping as much. You notice Amazon does their Prime Day during the middle of the summer when the slowdown is happening, and that's why, because people just do not buy as much during the summer. In January, you'll start seeing a ton of stores doing their semi-annual sales and things like that, and it's to get people in the doors because people just are not shopping as much. So I'm including links to join the social media training and the POSHBOSS mentor training on Q4 down below. The POSHBOSS mentor program also comes with a closet review. You can sign up on the calendar in the group, and it also comes with access to my private share group. So I'm giving you really all the tools that you need to succeed. You get a personal closet consultation with myself, and that's done via email, and I can answer any questions that you have. And I really want to help you guys, you know, utilize these last few months of the year, because this is the time to make money. So if you have any questions, email me. The links are below to join. Once you join, just shoot me an email so I can get you added to the groups. Okay, so today we are going to talk about some ways to improve your sales on Poshmark during slow sales days. We all have them. Like I said, we just went through this summer slowdown, as people like to call it, and you know, there are things that you can do to kind of help jumpstart your closet, your store during these slow times, and I'm going to go through those with you today. So I have my little list here, and the first thing that you need to do on Poshmark when you are experiencing slow sales, you need to go through and you need to share your entire closet. And I know this sounds kind of obvious, but you need to be sharing your entire closet ideally at least 3 times a day, and this will move your items to the top of the search results. It puts your items in people's news feeds for people who are just kind of window shopping and browsing, and for people who are searching, they will see your items first. They will be more likely to be at the top of the search results when you are sharing your closet on a regular basis. So go through, share your entire closet first thing. The next thing that you need to do is you need to list 5 items, at least 5 items, during the last party of the evening. The reason for this is because this is when the most people are active in the app and shopping. People are at home, people are off work, they're on their phones, they're more likely to buy things. I sell way more stuff at night than any other time of the day because that's just when people have the time to be shopping for stuff. So add at least 5 items to your closet, 5 new items. Please don't count deleting and relisting stuff as adding new things. You need to add at least 5 new items to your closet during the last party of the day. The next thing you need to do is you need to go through this last party of the day and you need to share at least 250 items from other poshers. And I've tested this. I say 250 because that's the number that I start to see a significant amount of activity and returned shares when when you share 250 items, you get a higher chance of people sharing back. So that's why I say 250, because that's the number that I start seeing a significant amount of shares back when I hit 250. If you're in my private share group, definitely utilize that every day because that can greatly help you in terms of helping your algorithm and things like that. Next thing, you need to drop your prices on anything stale. If you have things in your closet that are not getting any activity, go through and edit the prices on them. Drop the prices on them. Don't get emotionally attached to your inventory because the reality is not everything that you buy is going to sell. And that is just how this business goes. You see places like Plato's Closet, Style Encore, periodically they go through and they have these, 50% clearance sales, 60%, 90% clearance sales, fill a bag sales, things like that. That's their version of dropping prices on things that aren't moving. So you need to go through anything that is stale, drop the prices. At some point you just have to realize that something may or may not sell and you need to try and recoup some of the money that you spent on that item. So go through your entire closet and drop the prices. A good time to do this is on Sunday evenings right before the last party. A lot of people are active during that time. It's Sunday night, they're prepping for Monday, they're trying to unwind and get ready for Monday, they're on the app, they're shopping. It's just a good time for you to go through and drop your prices. Next thing you need to do is you need to edit your titles. Make sure that you have the brand name in your titles. Make sure you don't have any emojis in your titles. I've talked about that before. Emojis can really hurt your search results in the app and on Google. So remove the emojis from your titles. They're really not necessary. You do not need, I've never heard anybody say, oh, I put this emoji in my title and I made tons of sales from my emojis. No, nobody's buying things because of your emojis, guys, okay? I promise. Take the emojis out of your titles. It's not worth it. It's not worth hurting your search results. Then you need to go through, you need to really simplify your titles. I like to put brand name, what the item is, and maybe a couple keywords. Save the excess amount of keywords for your description. And then make sure that the first part of your description is your title. That's gonna help you a ton in the search results. Next, I want to talk about this because I see this a lot and this is really important. You need to add variety to your closet. I had someone approach me few days ago, I think, and they said that all they sold was vintage jewelry, and they were asking me if I thought that was a good business model. And truthfully, I don't think it's a good business model to sell only one kind of item. I don't think it is. I think you're really limiting yourself. I think you're really hurting yourself on how much profit you can make when you're selling only one kind of item. And then this person was selling vintage jewelry, which is great. You know, you can make money on vintage jewelry. The problem with only selling vintage jewelry is a lot of it is unbranded, and you know, it takes a very specific type of buyer to want to buy that. So if you don't have items in your closet that have brands on them, you're not gonna see a ton of traffic. You need as many brands as possible to see that traffic in your closet. So you need to have as many different types of items and as many different brands as you possibly can to bring in the most traffic for your closet. So these are my top ways to improve your sales on slow sales days. If you guys have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments below. I would love to have you in my training programs. All of the links are down below. You can email me if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. So I hope you guys have a great week and make tons of sales, and I will see you in the next video.